finding a given rational number on the number line. Now, it might just be that sometime you are given any number and you have to find it out on the number line. So let's say, for example, if you have to find out 5.145, okay, on the number line, how would you do it? Now, we know 5.145 would basically lie somewhere between 5 and 6, right? It cannot be more than 6, because if it were more than 6, then we would have a 6 over here. It can't be less than 5, because if it was less than 5, then we will have 4 over here. So it has to lie between 5 and 6. So the first thing that we do when we have to trace a number on the number line is we will put it down as 5 and 6. So we will trace these 2.5 and 6 on the number line. And what we will do is we will divide this area between 5 and 6 into 10 equal units, such that we have 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 6 itself. Now come to think of it, once I have formulated that this number lies between 5 and 6, if I see the last 3 digits of the number, it is 1, 4 and 5, right? 0.145. Now we know that 0.145 cannot be between 5 and 5.1. The reason is that anything which lies before 5.1 is going to be something like 5.0 and then some other number. So it has to lie after 5.1, but it can also not be after 5.2. The reason is that any number which lies after 5.2 is going to be something like this, right? But we have 5.1 for 5. So the number therefore necessarily has to lie between these two numbers, 5.1 and 5.2. So what we do is we just expand this 5.1 and 5.2 such that we again kind of divide this particular area into 10 equal units. So we have 5.11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 5.2. Now 5.145 basically, again, if you see, it is like 5.14, right? And since it is more than 5.14, it has to lie to the right side of 5.14. But it is also less than 5.15. So again, it has to lie necessarily between these two areas, right? So what we will do is we will now expand this area again and put this into 10 units, and it would look something like this. So you have 5.14 and you have 5.15. We can just ignore this 0 over here, right? And when you divide this into 10 equal units again, what do we see? We see that 5.145 lies somewhere here, right? So effectively what we realized was that 5.145 was actually between these two numbers, right? And because this 45 is actually in the first half, so if when we divided this we got 5.15 and this lied somewhere between this, so it actually should be somewhere here. So if you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's say if these were 10 demarcations, it was before the fifth one, right? And between these two also it was somewhere over here. So ideally it should lie somewhere here. And that's how you trace these numbers on the number line.